to ask yourself the question, don't you? Just how tacky could it be to possibly launch her wine on such a special day, particularly if you felt, well, very concerned about your husband, the former royal known as Prince Harry. And let's not forget, that Harry has repeatedly said about how people have exploited his own mother during the years, seemingly though having something of a memory relapse when it comes to his wife, because of course she's now launching this, literally on her birthday. That's right, but not everybody is drinking to that. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today. Lovely to have your company. I know a lot of you are thinking, who is this bronzed Adonis? Yes, no, the thing is, it's been so warm. I'm sure you've read this if you're watching in other parts of the world over here. I tell you what, though, for all of us that remember 1976, and I just vaguely remember it, the thing is, we had days and days and days of this, didn't we? And if you remember, and you lived here as well, who remembers queuing with your bucket for the standpipe? Do you remember? There was this water shortage. Well, there was a shortage and everything, but it was the summer that literally went on forever, wasn't it? So I don't really understand why it's a problem. We're in summer, it's hot, we should be grateful we've got this weather, but time and time again, people are telling us, oh no, it's climate change, oh, it's this, it's that. We're living in it, just enjoy it. I know, I'm melting as well. Yes, we all want a fab ice lolly, I get it. We just have to plough on, don't we? A little bit like, of course, this particular situation with the former royal known as Meghan Markle. Let me explain. Now, as you can imagine, Meghan has decided to launch this particular wine. I'm not quite sure really what it's called as ever, with Love Meghan. And apparently this has come out of nowhere. Literally, it's come out of where somebody's decided she's going to slap on a label and basically say that it's her own brand, her own wine. And she truly believes, let me explain this, that this is the one, this is the billionaire line that's going to make her a lot of money. And I love the phrase that it's her becoming a billionaire, not we. Yes, not the royal we, you get that. Now, here's where this is really strange, because as we've recently just enjoyed two podcasts, and I use that term loosely, one with Jamie, the helium-voiced person who says, I'm getting full body chills. We all were, but not for the same reasons. And then, of course, Emma Gerd, who basically didn't really come up with anything from Meghan's business plan. Well, what's fascinating is, as you can imagine, with the launch of such a lovable brand, that Meghan would have received many, many offers, and indeed she did. And this is where this is very confusing, particularly over here on major sort of food shows, things like Sunday Brunch and Saturday Kitchen and things like Sunday Morning. All of those things, Alan Titchmarsh's show, they all showed interest in receiving, reviewing, and, if possible, having a brief chat with the ex-royal, the former Duchess, HRH, Meghan, whatever she wants to call herself, to help plug this brand. Now, when you think about the considerable lack of success that she's had with her other things, i.e. the podcast, the other, whatever it was, with Love Meghan on Netflix, you would have thought that she'd have jumped at the opportunity. But apparently, a little bit like the Instagram stuff where she shuts it down with comments that she doesn't like, well, she's refused all major outlets to have any wine in advance. So you've got to buy it and then you can taste it. And obviously we know that this could be very detrimental to the brand moving forward. But wouldn't it have been far better, as she often likes to say, to control the story, the narrative, and perhaps pop up even by satellite with This Morning, the ITV channel that absolutely adores her and supported her and is fronted and headed by Carolyn McCall, the woman who decided to axe her ITV breakfast presenter in favour of Believe in Meghan, right? No, not even that could persuade Meghan to pop the cork on any one of those single shows. So you can understand that the brains, the money, the push, the drive behind this brand is Netflix. And they must be pulling their hair out. Ted Sarandos must be thinking, why are we doing all of this, knowing that actually we could control some of the positivity, rather than, of course, uncorking literally for the world and then forming their own opinion. But as Meghan famously said via Harry, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets, and she is not going to be promoting it. You're simply going to buy it, love it, and of course gush about it online. Well, you are, aren't you? Well, that's what exactly This Morning, Saturday Kitchen and Saturday Morning will plan to do. They are going to review it, but what will it be like?